Oh, hi there, lovely viewers. It's Stella, your storyteller for all things spicy, steamy, and utterly delicious. Today's letter? Oh, honey, it's the kind of titillating tale you'd swear came straight out of a sultry romance novel. So, buckle up. This one's called The Hotel Elevator Fantasy. Are you ready? Let's dive in. So, picture this. Our storyteller of the day, let's call her Maria, is on a long overdue solo getaway. She's booked herself into a beautiful boutique hotel downtown, the kind with fluffy bathrobes, mood lighting, and a lobby bar where the martinis come with a side of flirtatious glances. Little did Maria know, her weekend plans of lounging by the rooftop pool and indulging in overpriced room service were about to take a turn for the scintillating. It all began in the elevator, because of course, why wouldn't it? Maria steps in, her overnight bag in hand, wearing that kind of easy, effortless outfit that says, "I love being chic without trying too hard." She presses the button for her floor, and just as the doors begin to close, in walks him. Let's call him Aiden. Tall, dark, adorned in a blazer that whispers expensive taste, with hair so perfect it almost seems unfair to the rest of humanity. The air in the elevator becomes electric. Maria swears she feels the temperature rise. A slight glimmer of cologne, something masculine and intoxicating, fills the confined space. Their eyes meet for the first time, and suddenly, pressing the button for her floor feels like the least important thing she's ever done. Now, let's pause. Have you ever been in a moment so charged with chemistry that you were convinced the entire universe was rooting for you? That was Maria. It only takes 2 floors for Aiden to break the silence. "Staying long?" he casually asks, that devilish dimple of his making an appearance as he leans slightly against the mirrored wall. Maria, who is usually cool as a cucumber, stumbles out something that vaguely resembles, "Not long, just, some time away, alone." Her poker face? Not quite up to par, as a soft blush betrays her calm demeanor. Before she can overthink her answer, there's a wild jolt. The elevator lurches. Her hand instinctively grabs at the railing, while Aiden steadies himself against the wall. Silence falls, broken only by a soft ding, which, unfortunately, isn't the sound of the elevator continuing its journey. They're stuck. Cue. Butterflies raging in Maria's stomach. Aiden chuckles. Yes, chuckles, and says something about voicing his elevator karma. Apparently, he'd joked earlier about being overdue for a dramatic pause in his life. Maria can't help but laugh, relaxing a little. After all, if someone's gonna be your stuck-in-an-elevator buddy, it's a serious bonus if they're incredibly gorgeous and charming. Minutes turn into jokes about imaginary games. They swap innocent banter. Maria learns Aiden travels for work, a jet-setter of sorts, while Maria explains her love for writing, escaping into fictional worlds, much like the one they seem to be trapped in now. The conversation flows naturally, their faces lit slightly by the emergency elevator light. And as the time stretches on, the charged air of discomfort melts into something more playful, more daring. Eventually, as their proximity closes, there's an unspoken question hovering between them. Maria swears she feels the world hold its breath as Aiden leans closer, his voice a sultry whisper. "What if we did something completely reckless?" Reckless? Can you handle that? Maria thinks to herself. This is the kind of reckless that every rom-com swears off, but secretly celebrates at heart. She challenges him, countering with a flirtatious smirk of her own and a daring, "Show me." And that, my dear friends, is when the adventure begins. Cards are played, personal truths revealed through made-up games. Whispers, shared secrets, and first glances of vulnerability pave the way until suddenly, that same confined elevator feels too big, yet too small, all at once. Maria starts to forget the passage of time, instead, cherishing the glinting tension tangling between them. Until, of course, with impeccable timing, the doors jolt open. Real life comes flooding in. As they step out into an ordinary hotel corridor, reality feels like an entirely different realm, a mundane interruption of magic. The night doesn't just end there, though. Oh no. Aiden invites Maria for a drink at the lobby bar. What happens afterward? Well, let's just leave it up to your imagination. Let's just say the martinis weren't the only thing shaken and stirred that night. So, is the moral of the story to always use elevators? Or perhaps champagne-filled rooftop pool nights? Maybe just to lean into life's best unexpected moments? You tell me, my love. Thanks for tuning into Based on Not a True Story. And now, it's your turn. If you've got a spicy story, or even a whimsical what if, drop it into Stella's inbox. I might just read it aloud next time. Until then, darlings, stay bold, curious, and endlessly mysterious. Mwah!